let's get things going here. Hello everyone, this is Menz here. Going to be starting out, with the M46 patent here, or the Korean one, since it's at tier 8. Nice to see a lot of you guys here. Hopefully you're having a good day. I have not watched that person, but it sounds like a lot of. Seems like you had a bad day with premium rounds. Yeah, hello. Hi you guys. Alright, I'm gonna, being a tier 10 match, I'm gonna head up to the hill area. It's just, I don't think I'm gonna have too much luck over on that side. I could be wrong, but I might be better off kind of sticking back, kind of shooting off of the hill. We'll see. Alright. Yeah, so far I had yet another replay I've got to do up before the patch hits. Looks like it's going to be coming Tuesday now, instead of, it was kind of a couple weeks ago it said it was going to be Wednesday, but it's Tuesday as far as this moment. But I had a nice ace tanker in the T54E1 right after getting TK'd into AMX 1370 or 57, not 75, which thank you very much for the person who gifted that to me. I'm gonna have a blast playing that. Hello, nice cuppa. They just all do premium rounds. Well, that's not surprising. Seeing some people play. Now that I have a little bit more time, I've been poking around, seeing what other people are putting up, and it's a lot of premium rounds. Granted, in this match, I might have to do that. Yeah, which, shit, that T49 of course just popped up there. I was just trying to get, he's a goner. I was trying to get a shot on this T10 for us, taking out this building, because that's the only thing standing in between us and him. A destructible building or two. Well, right now the KV5 is available. That's a very good premium tank. It's just off the top of my head, I don't I don't know what exactly is left. If you want to, pop a little list in the chat, I can, give you my thoughts based off of that. You said you bought your last premium ever? Which one? The KV5? You can't say last premium ever. There's that. Weren't you interested in the German TD coming out? Yeah, maybe I should have. I should have stuck on the other side, honestly, but too late for that. I'm just wasting rounds trying to help my team kill this T10. Yeah, the KV5, I think it's a good premium. I'll have to pop into it sometime in the stream today. I'm platooning with Anthony here. He has up to the 1390. So right now, if there's any requests, if you can keep it between tier 9 and, he is down to tier 5, but mainly want to stick around tier 8 to 9 right now. I wanted to get quite a few premium matches off. That way, hopefully I'll have enough credits for these Swedish TDs. But there does I'm getting tongue-tied here. There does come a point. That's what I was trying to say. Oh my god, sometimes I think I can't speak. There does come a point when you essentially get enough premiums where you don't really need that much more in your garage. Ugh. Alright, I guess I was outside for a lot of the day doing the Christmas lights. I'm I'm a little bit freezing still right now. Anything? Yeah, later on, like I was planning on platooning for at least half the stream here with Anthony. I can get to higher tiers after that. It's just at this moment, like to stick, tier 9 or under. But yeah, essentially my new streaming schedule too. I mentioned it right before I hopped into the stream here in chat. It's going to be in the video description. I already have it updated for that. It's, if you click under the video here, you shall see it. I had to do it a little bit differently. Essentially, this upcoming week and the week after, because of the holidays, it's going to be a little bit different between the weeks. Not too much different, but I have up until the day after Christmas on there. And if you check on WoTguru.com, and even my Facebook for WoTguru, there's an image up with all the dates as well. So it's not just in one spot here. Be nice if I could spot that goddamn dude. I'd like to push up, but these TDs back here, because there's no arty, aren't really opposed. But luckily for me, he can't really see me. I'm just trying to hit his upper plate, but his turret, he knows it's freaking strong. And until we get him out, I'm kind of stuck here. Oh shit. If there's an HE round, I can definitely take him out then. Alrighty then. So I'm gonna hop over this way. But yeah, I can do the T-44-100. And yeah, later on I'll get to those tier 10s. But yeah, there comes a point where, like me, I like having a lot of premiums because I like playing different tanks and showing you guys different tanks. But if I didn't stream or had a website or anything, I would have probably stopped once I got at least one premium in each class for tier 8. That's good that you like the T20. Yeah, the T20 is great, and once you get the Pershing, the upgraded Pershing is awesome as well. Yeah, I can do the KV5 Metro, but yeah, the KV5 is, I really like playing that as a tier 8 premium. It definitely lacks a little bit of standard pen, but a little bit of APCR being a premium tank isn't out of the question, and that thing can just shred things apart. Awesome. Oh, you don't have it non-bundled? Are you sure? It says a single tank here on the NA server. But looking at that list that you have there, if you're going strictly for a non-crew training tank, let me try to get a couple. I'm trying to look at chat and also, try to shoot tanks here. Hasn't worked out too well for me. Which, thank you very much, Gary. Much appreciated. Between those tanks, the IS-3A, yeah, I didn't really do too well here, but we got a win. He did a pretty good job spotting on that other side. He got a lot more damage than me too. Awesome. Yeah, my Quickie Baby code isn't ran out either. Alright, let's hop into this, and then I'll get to chat again. Alright, so it'll be the IS-3A, IS-2 Berlin, the 8.8 centimeter Yag Tiger, M90 41. Between that and also the KV5, I would probably say, yeah, if you're looking for a tank for credits, then it's between the IS-3A and the Jag Tiger 8.8. The Jag Tiger makes the most, but you have to be good at tanks like that because it's standard rounds cheap, and with preferential matchmaking, your armor is very good outside of people chucking gold at you. But that's one of the better credit earners. You know, they're all within a certain margin at tier 8. The IS-3A is very good as well. It would be between those two if you don't want the KV-5. But yeah, Jack, I would say IS-3A or Jag Tiger, depending on your playstyle. You know, they're two completely different tanks there, but I would also say, you know, like it's really up to you because you never know what else is going to be on sale. If you want to chance it, usually around Christmas and New Year's, they do a 15% off tier 8 premium sale. It's in game. I'm not going there because nobody else is pushing. It's usually in game, so you need gold to do it, and it's only, you know, tanks into tech tree, but that might be able to save you a little bit of money if you're worried about that as well. Yeah, I know not all servers, you know, offer the tank on its own, which, you know, I'm guessing you're on a different server if you're saying the KV-5 is just bundled. I just hate this map when I'm low tier like this. It's hard to pick a spot to go. Yeah, I'll send you invite, Toma. Thank you, Uber. It's appreciate it. This might be very bad for my health here. Let's do a little wiggle and take this on an angle. I've died many of times going through here that I know the path that gets me to where I want to be. You know, the best path available, usually. There's still a chance of getting killed. Yeah, I'll send an invite after this, Toma. Well, if there's the mutts, honestly, that does change things. If you have the rental in your garage, you'll be able to get it, you know, 50% off the black version of it. Honestly, I would go for that if you can get it and you don't have a tier 8 premium like that, just because it is so much cheaper. And yeah, I would honestly say I have more fun playing in like the mutts than I do, or would, because I don't have the IS-3A or the Jag Tiger. I'd have more fun in that tank than I would both of them. And of course I missed. That was my one chance at doing damage. Yes, Abdul, I can get to those tanks. There is no more black versions. It's just, you know, it was those three, the IS-6, T-34, and the mutts. They were the only three black versions. After this, you know, in the advent calendar, the last day is supposed to be a new premium. It's either going to be the American light tank, I believe it's a tier 7 premium, or it's going to be the new German tier 7 TD. That's very good, Graham. It's just without Artie, I can do a couple different things here, but I'm still hesitant. It's just being a... Yeah, I guess got spotted by that dude. Being a tier 8 here is not easy. But being a 3x weekend like this with, you know, quite a few specials going on, it's tough to play anything outside of tier 9 and 10 right now. It's just a lot of people are out playing high tiers. Thank you very much, Dana. I knew that was... I should have just Wayne it. I'd have a better chance penning this. Now he's kind of pointing his frontal armor at me. I guess without Artie, I do have a little bit of a The M46 Scorpion, you know, the tier 7 TD. Yeah, that's in the calendar too. You didn't list that. I was planning to get that myself. It's not, you know, the best premium in the world, but you know, it's a pretty fun little tank. It's just, you know, it's very one-dimensional. God damn you, TVP. Come on, guys. You can go around the E3 this way. I know that's hard to understand, but... trying my best to spot for people, but without already spotting is, you know, very one-dimensional. Either you have people looking at the tanks, or you're not going to get anything out of it. Since they are definitely trying to... I don't want this tank on my side. Trying to continue to turn and also repair my ammo rack there. Shit, now I have this guy coming. Looks like I should be fine against him if people aren't shooting me on my own team. There we go, very nice. We have this medium here. I'm gonna try to get a shot before he goes. Oop, I actually hit him. God damn. I am extremely surprised there. I'm just also looking at the map and seeing how screwed we are here. Like we are very screwed. I guess I could have shot that TVP. I'm just trying to go over here, our little last stand. See if that might not be a good choice, but nonetheless, yeah, I'm definitely. Yeah, it's one shot. It's not bad though for T44 100 tier 10 match, 1600 damage. That's not bad at all. Alright. Chat's going extremely quick now. I'm gonna have to... Alright, so right now I can't do those tier 10 requests. But I will hop into the KV5. I'll do the KV5, and then after that was WZ111, WZ132, the Torin 3. Later on we have the T110E4, FE215B. Don't think there was other requests. But if I missed any requests from that, let me know. Yeah, I hate how, you know, different servers don't get the non-bundled version, Nice Cuppa. Because the KV5 is a very good, you know, very good tank. That's a lot of snowgram. I wish I had that. Honestly, we're slated. It's going to start raining here soon. We're just getting all rain for what I'm guessing gave you, or is giving you all that snow, because it's going to rain here for the next day plus. Well, I can hop into the AMX 1357 for you, because that does see tier 10, so that's something me and Anthony would be able to play together. Alright, the Tortoise, even though it is a tier 7, I don't mind pulling it into a higher matchmaking. But I played a couple matches in it, Jack. Well, the first one, pulling up and a freaking Borsig kind of pushes me, so nudges me sideways, TKs me. He, you know, shot me with the high alpha gun. I didn't have full HP. And he killed me on purpose to use me as a shield. Little did he know, he died like 20-30 seconds later. The Borsig does not have any armor on its turret, so he killed me to, kind of push me around in front of him. People were just shooting him in his turret. I had no words. But yeah, the tier 7 Scorpion TD, please don't all sit there. It did get a buff, which was nice, but being a sniper tank, it's not the most practical, but it seems like a little fun TD, to be honest. I plan on, unless it's only a bundle, picking that up. Angle a lot there. Really, in this tank, if you're facing off against heavies like this, I stick with APCR. It's better for your, money making and also winning. Alright, my little cupola's on this side, so it's a little bit easier for me to pop out in front of an IS-3. With this little cupola, it's quite a bit stronger. It's not going to deflect everything, but... Shit. Oh, Lord. Alright, this T-29 looks like he's going to push up. I'm hoping my friends will come up and help me. I was not expecting that. But I'm going to blow a little bit of my HP here. Shit. A little bit too close to be able to shoot his whole armor now, but... KV-5 is nice because... that definitely didn't help me out as far as keeping... my HP and doing more damage, but just pushing in like that, I had enough armor and HP to where I knew I was going to come out of that alive. And you can't always see that in a end result screen or something, but it's something to KV-5. It does lack penetration and it does have a lot of holes in its armor, but it just works, for lack of better words. Cool, awesome. I didn't report him, actually. Nice cuppa. I really wanted to, but I reported him in game, but for really anything like that, for reports like that to stick, you have to send in tickets and stuff and send them the replay link that you have. I wasn't going to spend the time. I just blacklisted him and moved on. Funny Doug. Not every tank... I like some... You guys know, some odd tanks. And like playing some bad ones, but... the best tanks aren't always... the most fun to play for me at times, if that makes any sense, and I assume some other people feel that way. It's like quirky tanks, you can still make them work. A lot of people consider the KV-5, well, at some point, before it became ultra rare and whatnot, people considered this to be a bad tank, and now people love it because looking past face value, you kind of notice it has a lot of good things going for it. But talking about the stream schedule again, I won't be streaming tomorrow. I know I usually stream Mondays. It's my last day at work. So I didn't want to pop a stream off just, I would have had to potentially change the time and whatnot on it. So I'm moving to Tuesdays, at least till after Christmas. Like I say, you can find the stream schedule in the video description here below. Also on WoTguru.com. You can find it on Facebook for WoTguru. On the forums, a lot of different places. But essentially my schedule... well, even after they buffed the KV-5, some people initially after were still saying it was, not exactly the best tank. But even before the buff, I thought it was pretty good, to be honest. But as far as my schedule goes, Tuesdays, I'm going to be streaming 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. EST. That way, everyone who's not, in the U.S., that should work out pretty well for you guys. I wanted to keep some early streams going, just so it's not all one time. All right, why don't I hop into the WZ132 here, because he's grinding the 1390. And then Wednesdays, I'll be streaming 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. So that'll also be an early stream. This upcoming Friday is going to be 6 to 8 p.m. And then Sunday, this upcoming Sunday, I'm going to be streaming. It's going to be very, very late. Essentially, I have a Christmas party to go to. So I'll be streaming 10 p.m. to midnight EST time. And then the schedule is going to be the same outside of, the following Sunday. Not this upcoming Sunday. The one after that's Christmas. So I'm going to be streaming Monday, the day after Christmas, 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. EST. And the Friday before Christmas and that Monday after, I'm going to try to come up with some things and do a few different things for, being a holiday stream. I might try to give away something, whether that's, something in game, or I might figure out something different. We'll see. But one good thing is, at least, hello Pez, nice to see you. I won't be streaming tomorrow, but Tuesday's stream, I should have that. I was mentioning, I'm going to a Christmas party. I need an ugly Christmas sweater for it. I'm gonna have shit. I did not want to do that. Oh, and I just shot my cover out. I have an ugly Christmas sweater that is somewhat related to Serb. So I should have that for Tuesday's stream. If you can't catch it live, since it is earlier, you can always catch the replay of it. I wanted that shot. Didn't want to get shot in return, but awesome. We got him out. Now I gotta move. Shit. No. That was bad. I didn't... Yeah. I've made that mistake so many times. Somebody's sitting there, which he took damage in return for shooting me, but I always fall through that little trap. But, well, I don't think the hat would actually ship very well. If I could, I would actually, but yeah, it would probably not. It's held together by hot glue, so being bounced around, it'll probably fall apart. But I'm gonna figure out something special for those 2 streams. So don't be which, oh shit, I forgot to invite whatchamajig to the stream. I gotta scroll up and get your username again. Sorry about that. I'm trying to find it just because, there we go, Peaceful Soul. Sorry, Toma. I forgot to invite you there. I'll invite you right after this battle. You can get penalized and banned for TKing your platoon mates, actually. I used to platoon a lot when I was in a clan, and we would joke around at times, and one time I kind of got a little bit of trouble because people reported one of us. Maybe. I'd have to... Right now she's extremely busy, but yeah, it is a strong possibility. She would be able to do something, for those streams. I guess I have to figure out what exactly. Her student teaching starts here somewhat soon, so that's a whole challenge of its own. You are a little bit angry tonight, Doug, aren't you? I guess they threw a little bit too many premium rounds at you. But essentially for those two streams, before the Friday before and the Monday after Christmas, I'll figure out something, you know, special, different to do for the streams. And yeah, I'll let you guys know the day of, you know, basically when the stream starts. So alright, so I need to... Alright, throat got knocked out there. I don't think high school students would go for that. So let me... Toma, was that your username there? Or did you spell it wrong? I'm not seeing your username, honestly, Toma. Let me know if I typed it in wrong. I'll gladly send you an invite. Oops, I meant to do... Yep, WZ111 there. Yeah, Toma had asked earlier in the stream to invite him. I'm not seeing your username pop up. Are you on the North American server? Well, had to relate it to math somehow. She only teaches math. We'll tip for a team kill. No. I'm gonna pass on that. I think you guys will appreciate me passing up team killing for money too. I think I would disappoint if I started doing that. It's a snowman, Dana. I'll be able to blow it up after this battle. You know, my webcam here. I want to stay away from, honestly, most of their top tanks in this. This thing is not buffed yet. I cannot wait for this to get buffed. It needs the armor and a little bit of help that it's getting. I am going probably towards almost certain death with these TDs down here. But it's just usually, you know, TDs head down this way. Oops. And yeah, I spotted them. Holy shit. Really? A critical hit? That was an AP round too. That wasn't even heat. And I critical hitted him. Oh my god. You might see me get a little bit upset here. Yeah. And another 0 damage critical hit on him. Different SPG, but same premise there. Oh my god. This tank just has the worst luck sometimes. Yay, I actually did some damage. Awesome. I have a IS-6 shooting at me. So I'm probably going to end up moving. I'm trying to help out this side because it kind of needs it. Alright. It's squeezed by this way. The WZ111, it's getting armor buff. A little bit on the turret. A lot on the frontal hull and even the side hull. It's going to be a little bit worse than the 112, but not by too much. Honestly, it's going to be pretty nice armor-wise, and it's getting some buffs to its gun handling, I believe, as well. I'm probably going to regret doing this because there's a Borsig here. Really? Another freaking critical hit. This tank needs, you know, a buff. The gun on it, you know, it's the same as the IS-6's, but a worse rate of fire. There we go. I'm just sticking with heat right now, because even though, you know, it's not the best for shooting tracks, my AP had a very strong chance at bouncing off quite a few of these guys. You know, the pen is only, what, like 175 millimeters, I think. Yeah, this is very close, and they still have a KV-5 and OHO and a cheat rate. He doesn't have a lot of armor, but the rest of the guys do. I think I'm gonna go towards the cap because I don't have an engine to be able to get to where I want to be. I might need a buff, but honestly, this tank, if you look at it, because the IS-6 has received a buff, and also the 112, and you know, those two tanks as well as the WZ-111 were always kind of pitted against one another. This has not gotten any buff, and just comparing them between the two, you know, it's extremely lacking. Yay! You know, I take the lowest possible shot in the match, and that pens, but earlier it wouldn't penetrate. If I need a buff, I just drink a cup of coffee, so that's pretty much all I need. Alrighty then. Hey, awesome job, Anthony. That was a good match there. Alright, I'm not seeing... It's like Toma, you know, if anybody else wants you know, to platoon here, let me know. Alright, so next up was the Tier 5 Torn 3. I gotta find this one down here. There we go. Stream ends about an hour and 20 minutes, 8 p.m. EST. But Abdul, as far as the WZ-111 buffs again, you can find it if you look up the 9.17 patches, the patch list. You know, with a lot of premiums getting buffed, it's in there with it, the specifics. That's a lot of bounces for 19k. If you want a platoon, I'll send you an invite, Metro. Okay. She's doing curtains for in here. Yeah, Toma, if you're still watching this, I know your English isn't the best, but you know, if you type your name in chat or send me a message, so it pops up on my screen here, that's the easiest. But if you send me a message in game, that way, I tried searching for your name, but I couldn't find it. Today is Sunday. No problem, Abdul. Basically, you know, it's going to play very similar with the buffs it's getting to the IS-6 now. Its armor is going to be, you know, it's going to be similar to the IS-6 essentially, the WZ-111. Which, essentially, I'm going to have to change up. I have videos releasing now. in between my streams. So, you know, if you want to check every day, essentially at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so noon, my time every day, when I'm not streaming, I'll have a new video coming out. Some of them are kind of old, excerpts from the stream here. Some of them are, matches where I wasn't streaming at the time, so I guess we did over to replay. Alright, I need to start going here. I don't want to push in this thing with possible tanks in front of me, but, they're pushing on the hill there, and nobody's exactly spotting here too well. They're trying to go too much towards the center for that light tank, whereas you're better off ignoring the light tank, pushing past them, even though I'm probably gonna die here, but yeah, it's better off to push past and then shit. I'm just trying to get the birch gun out, but yeah, shit. It's just, this is why I don't want to push up. Tier 5 mediums, they have not gotten really any love throughout the years in World of Tanks. The way balancing used to be, like mediums only went up to tier 9, as well as TDs. RD only went up to tier 8, and then heavies went up to tier 10 way back when. Mediums were always kind of balanced to where they were a little bit worse. Oh shit, worse off than heavies, tier for tier. You needed a little bit more teamwork to be able to function with them. Yeah, I'm taking too much damage here. When they kind of stretched the medium lines out to tier 10, they didn't exactly buff the lower tiers down to tier 5. So that's why mediums still feel a little bit worse off against heavies of, tier 5. And TDs sometimes too. It's just they never balance the full tech tree for some reason, and yeah. But were you kidding that you wanted to platoon? I would gladly invite you. I don't see you on here. Alright, the next request that I can do was the AMX. Yeah, I'll play a tier higher with this thing. Yeah, I remember that, Graham. But yeah, essentially, or that works. Yeah, this sees tier 10, unfortunately. But yeah, essentially that's why you find when you get down to tier 5 and 6 for like mediums and TDs that are in the older tech trees, the older lines, that they feel a little bit power creeped. It's because they never, when they stretch the lines out, oftentimes once you get down to 5 or tier 6, they never buff those tanks, to basically be like higher tiers, where the tanks are kind of evenly matched. It's kind of unfortunate they've never, fixed it, but it's part of that whole global rebalance they want to do. They're going to touch all the tiers, but yeah, it kind of stinks they're not really doing anything in the meantime. I thought you at least wanted to platoon, but that's all good. Sometimes it's better to watch, though, if you had a bad World of Tanks day. But the 3x is almost over, after today. Alright. Which, even though I'm not streaming tomorrow, I might be on a little bit, maybe midday. So you guys might, if anyone's on during that time, you might see me on if anybody wants to platoon. Basically, with how my work schedule works out tomorrow, I won't be able to stream, but I might be popping on at the very least. Just this tank. This is not the best map for this. Oh lord, there's a T110E3 coming on up. I want him to push past. If he pushes past, since I do have APCR loaded. Nope. He's of course hating. He's gonna ruin my match here. I should have ran away when I had a chance. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Whoa, what? Type 61, why is everyone coming down in here? Yeah, you're not small enough to pop out there. I don't even know what to do now, because this frickin' jackwagon. I think I'm gonna try to run away eventually, but should have ran away. Because the gun on this, I like the gun with the huge clip size, but it does not have penetration, even with the premium rounds. Run away! There we go. Should have did that about a minute ago, but I was too fixated on potentially flanking a E3. We're not flanking, but getting side shots on him, more or less. Hopefully he doesn't pop me here. He probably will. I'm just trying to slow down a little bit for my team here. I don't want to push alone. Still haven't done anything this match, but yeah, there's the Scorpion G. Come on. Come get me, buddy. If you take a shot, though, I'm gonna try to pummel you. But maybe I should have stayed on the cap, because nobody on my team is pushing. Come on, little tank. Ah, look, they're not even gonna help me with the Scorpion G. Sometimes playing a light tank is extremely frustrating. It's like, I could have stayed on the cap, but I would have been reset by that T-26. It's just, we had, I don't know how many people sitting down here, but there was one E3 essentially watching it. He only can shoot one person if you hopped up, you know, went all at once. So sitting there, you know, really killed. Like, good job out of E3 to come back, but he only has one gun. You can just one person take the shot, the rest move up, get across the road, flank him, kill him, whatever. But I should have went and helped with that, because, you know, all those people were stuck on that one guy. Alright, so I can get to the Tortoise. Right now, his 1390, that's his highest tier as far as that goes. Why don't I play a mid-tier, kind of to bridge the gap here. Why don't I do the Patriot, actually? And then after that, I'll hop into the Tortoise. I actually didn't see those requests there. Type 64, the Panther, and the Jap heavy tank. Yeah, I can do that, Abdul. Wish I had saw that before I hopped into this. But yeah, the 57, like, I've had I haven't played it too much, you know, since I just got it and I wasn't able to play yesterday. Um, but so far, you know, it seems pretty fun. It's just high tiers like that when you get a map where you're, you know, it's mainly brawling on that map. It's a little ineffective there, but outside of that, it seems like a pretty fun premium. The Oho? I can play the Oho. It's in there somewhere. I didn't sell it or anything. Ah, Lord. Thanks, first person who... I hate people who spin you out like that. Like, granted, I just did this to myself, but would have been... he's not even stopping. The first person just completely messed me up, but... we really need someone to go right here, right now, because myself and the tortoise, yeah, we're going to take damage that we really don't want to. But the leopard probably shouldn't have done that. Should have been the AMX 13 that went up there, or the RU. But what do I know? Which Ryan got her ugly Christmas sweater, so you guys might be seeing that, but yeah, I'm trying to get her to... sorry, E5. I know you're trying to snipe there. Oh, AMX 1375 overturned. Awesome. I didn't stop grinding it. It's just right now, you know, I'm trying to finish, honestly, first the T54 E1 grind, and then, you know, right now I'm trying to grind for Swedish tanks credit-wise. Shit, I fucked that up. It's not the worst mess up in the world. I'm trying to track him to help this T54, but... Go, T54! Very nice. This E5. Holy shit, dude. Why did he push out like that? That just did not make any sense at all, that E5 pushing that hard. Ooh, awesome. That IS-6 just got whacked. That actually helps us out very much. T95, you're sitting at the base. We can't all fall back for you. Unless he's talking about, you know, the valley, but if he expects us to fall back, then got some problems. We really need him to get tracked, but that didn't happen. I know he's gonna try to reposition to get me. I like playing this map from the northern spawn, but at least I got a little shot in there. So I know our FV is, was reloading there. Shit. That was stupid on my part to sit out there for that. That's what I told her. She needs to wear it. Yeah, we got hers. Hers is like a... She's allergic to cats, so she has like a cat one with lights and everything on it. No? Alright. Just... I don't want to pull off this spot, but I kind of have to with this mouse pushing now. Yep. that mouse knows how to angle too. I'm sorry, Tortoise, but at this point, really, it doesn't matter too much what I do here. Very nice E75 for angling like that. It's just, I hate playing from the southern team because your team tends to camp way too much. A lot of people, like, you can defend a valley easier, but a lot of people sit at this spot more so than the north. And since you have this little ridge here, a lot more people sit here rather than push into the town, you know, compared to this where people don't sit up there too much. I'm working on it. She might play a game someday soon here. Mainly, it'll probably be closer to Christmas. I find asking for help sometimes works now. I always hit that help button. I don't expect it to come, but it sometimes, you know, helps out a little bit. I do not have either one of those, Abdul. It's like Anthony has the CDC, but I don't have either one of those. We might see one of them pop up in those empty advent calendar things. Maybe the M4, honestly, since that's releasing, you know, it's getting buffed in the patch coming Tuesday. It's actually going to be a pinch. Honestly, like the M4 Rev is actually bad right now, but with the buff that's getting, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be like, statistically, I think, tier 8, you know, premium Centurion MK7, I think it is, with its gun, and it has negative 10 degrees of gun depression. It's just not going to have the turret armor and a hull armor, of course. I'm sure you'll see it, Uber. Yeah, it's just right now, you know, between school and her college classes aren't finished up for another week. It's just running back and forth, essentially. Well, thank you very much, Graham. I am, you know, read what you just sent, but I saw the title. I came up with the other day, and I'm like, huh, I wonder what it's gonna be. Alrighty then. Oh, he just got whacked by an ISU or a Scorpion G or the ISU 122 with what, you know, came off HP wise. But yeah, the M4 Rev, the listed buffs it's getting, like, you know, the patch isn't out on any server right now. Oh, I might be spotted here. But the listed buffs it's supposed to get, which they didn't say that they're getting rolled back or anything based off of the test server. It's gonna be awesome. Like, it's kind of like a reward, I guess, for owning the M4 right now, but it's an extremely damn good tank for premium. You know, it's just not for, you know, it's not for sale right now, so you can't get it. Or wait, no, it is for sale. I think it's in the tech tree, isn't it? I could be wrong, but the buffs it's getting it's going to make it a very good tier 8 premium. It's just if they come out, they're not going to be able to nerf it, so it's going to be a good damage dealer. Honestly, I can't even make a guess on what it will be. I'm hoping it'll be like a jokingly a 50-pound bar of gold. Yeah, I have no clue though. Alright. This just looks to be kind of a stalemate here. I'm not too interested in pushing with a tortoise into tanks like that, so I'm gonna take my luck this way. Are you holding yourself? You don't have any French tanks, and you're not getting any more premiums. Well, that's a good thing. Like I was saying, like once you get a certain amount of premiums, if you're not streaming or making videos and stuff, you know, you play premiums mainly to make money. You're better off, you know, pushing down tech trees and stuff. If you're playing the game, you get much more tanks, you know, for your buck, and you know, you get a lot more different style of tanks to play. But okay. It's just I don't have a good shot without exposing myself a little bit more. I would pay the shipping on that. But we've actually been a little bit busy now too. Like I'm trying to catch up on these videos and get to my website. Her brother is trying to buy the house next door, and we're helping out with that, and you know, that's taking a little bit of time up. But hoping that he can get the house. Alright, I can be easily flanked here. It'd be nice if one of these guys came my way. Oh lord. Shit, I let him angle too much here. He's coming for seconds though. I could have popped him real quick, and I would have had a very good chance at penning him. I just hesitated there. I'm gonna try to... It's just I need help because I can get flanked here, people. Come on. You don't have the tortoise yet. You don't know it's reload. People underestimate this tank a little bit too much sometimes. Still have my repair kit, so I will gladly pull into him. So if I get tracked, I'll still be well off. Now to turn this way. Very nice. But we have a T-28 and a T-29 down here. E-75 should be able to take care of them. However, better to be safe than sorry. I'm just gonna head this way, even though I'm in a slow tank, just to make sure we get through this. Granted, you know, considering that now, I'm definitely choosing the right spot. Yeah, you damaged me. Showed me your track though, that was... awesome E-75. Oh, that was pretty funny. He pancaked them. Hello, Orlando. Nice to see you. They ship gold for free? Huh. That's actually pretty interesting. Or you have quotations around that, so I guess there's some sort of catch. Now you're not going to grind? Oh, 15 tier 10s? I would say that's definitely a good number. I think that's honestly gonna... I think that's more than what I have, to be honest, right now too, and I've been playing for quite some time. Yeah, the E-75, that was a good play there. Decent match. Master Badge First Class, High Caliber, Steel Ball. Yeah, we lost that, of course. But, yeah, pretty pretty good one. All right, so next up, as far as requests, I have a Type 64. So Tier 6 light. We have Type 64, Panther, a Jap heavy. And then towards the end here, we have the T110E4, the FV 215B heavy, in Tier 10. What, you don't think I have more than I have more than 15 Tier 10s? I don't think I do. I could be wrong. But I'll have to see. I don't think I have that many. I think I only have like 9 or 10, maybe 11 at most. I didn't see that at all. No. That sounds pretty interesting. How would you know to steal 50 pounds of gold dust? Huh. Which, I know last stream, kind of an update on Levi's little shoes I put on him. I showed you guys that video. I'm gonna try to piece together some video to put up. That way, I'd like to show it to some of my family too. Today, I was planning on taking a video of him, like actually kind of planning it out a little bit better. But he actually learned how to walk in them today. I was very happy, but also very, very let down. You're on something what? Because I only have a few tier 10s. I'll have to look at how many I actually have. Just trying to spot for my team here. Guy hasn't shot me yet, but there we go. Knew it was coming. He got our T67. Shit, he just took a big hit. Since we do not have the best defense here, being mostly light tanks and mediums, and they have heavies, shit. And this guy is, you know, this thing is nasty to face if you're in a heavy tank. I'm definitely gonna be dead here. Oh wait, never mind, he didn't follow me. KV-13 is kind of like the most Frankenstein tank in a way around mid-tiers, but oh, that thing is fearsome if you're in a lightly armored tank coming across that. If you're in a heavy tank, it's pretty easy to kill, but for light tanks, I do not like coming across one of those. Yes, I did, Gordon. Someone was very kind enough to gift it to me. I honestly forget the person's YouTube name. It's hard keeping track at times between, you know, your YouTube names and your in-game name, guys. I try to do my best, but thank you very much for the person who gifted that to me. I don't think it was you, Gordon, no. You have a different username. Hello, person. But yeah, about his shoes, I was sad about it because I wanted to get a freaking hilarious video. Like I set my camera up so I'd be able to get a better view of him. Because I wanted to make a funny video of it, honestly. But you know, he walked in them well today. Like we took him for like maybe a mile walk. But I was happy, you know, that he actually, I'm dead. T67 dead. I was very happy he liked them though. Once he realized what they were for. But yeah, if anybody, actually, yeah, I still got a couple requests here. Yeah, I could see where, if you stole something like that, because I assume he was caught because, that's how they knew it was stolen. I could assume picking up that and then seeing it, that, he's probably like, shit, what do I do with this? But after this, I will play a Japanese heavy tank, most likely the Oho. And then I can play the Panther as well. Thank you for the subscription there, Planav. Sometimes I completely botch people's names. But again, I keep saying it just so you guys don't get messed up because the stream schedule is changing. It's in the video description below. It's on my websites, the forums, Facebook. The new up until the day after Christmas, I have up the schedule. Since it's the holidays, it's going to be switching a little bit. But my next stream will be Tuesday, very early on in the morning, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. EST, and then Wednesday is going to be 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. EST. Nice little win here. Take that for Type 64. Sometimes it can go south, but as far as tier 10s go, you want me to count my 10s? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, maybe I have more than I thought. You got me there. I have, what, 18, I think I guess count it. You know my garage better than I do. Oh, he's not been caught? I don't know if you're joking, Uber, but honestly, yeah, I've seen some pretty strange things on Craigslist. Like, I'll go on there to post like a job listing from time to time when we need somebody, because a lot of people do that around here. But I kind of peek around on what's on there, and sometimes it's a little scary. Yeah, I can hop into the 1357 again, Gordon. I'm definitely not going hill. I won't be able to point my gun down to shoot anybody. Which, granted, it's still a ways away, but after Christmas, the stream schedule, I'm going to come up with, basically, I'm going to stream 2 times early in the morning. I think I'm going to not stream midday anymore. It's going to be, and by midday, I mean the ones around, like 3 to 6 p.m., say. They're going to be early in the morning, and then nighttime ones like this. And I'm gonna keep it at 4 days. I might do a couple more 3-hour streams, but I want to keep it at 4 days. That way, I still have enough free time, with all the other stuff I have to do outside of the computer here, to do articles on my website, other videos outside of live streaming that are a little bit more specific. See, I didn't think I had that many 10s, to be honest. That kind of surprised me I had that many. I've never, I haven't seen one for Craigslist, Graham. I've looked at things like, pictures of people at Walmart and stuff, like things like that. I've never seen something for Craigslist, though. I'll have to look that up. I usually like poking around on those things, like, either late at night or early in the morning. Alright. I think I'll be... There's just a Ferdinand. Oh lord, there's an Oni. I was expecting the FCM. Yep, that's what I get. And the Borsig whacked me. Ah, that was stupid. This thing is not good on small maps like this. It's just, yeah. Yeah, I just played the Tortoise. It was a pretty good match. Master Batch First Class. And high caliber, but yeah, I guess that was 2 matches ago. If you, rewind. Here we go. There's a Borsig. I think I'll be safe popping out here. Take that, Borsig. Revenge. I bet up to $400 for that. I would assume that was, people, bidding but not actually purchasing it. I would guess, but I don't know. Some people. I remember. What was it? The game Cards Against Humanity. Like Ryan and I have it, but for Black Friday last year or something, they sold and shipped people cow poop or something, or like something stupid like that, and people actually bought it. Like, and this year they had a live stream up of just digging a hole, and people could waste money by literally throwing their money in a hole, by tipping money to keep the excavator digging. I'm not surprised what people throw away money wise. Come on, gun depression. Oh, and it hit me in the ammo rack. God damn you. For a heavily armored tank, this thing takes a lot of ammo rack damage. Okay, I'll have to look at that, Graham, if they posted themselves. Huh. Oh, AVA... What, do they actually have to... I thought people, some people bid, but they provide so much false information that, it doesn't end up actually selling. Awesome. You gave to the holiday hole? I thought it was hilarious. I actually watched it. I played World of Tanks one day, and I had it on my second monitor, watching it. I thought it was very funny, but I just couldn't waste money like that. It's like if they had, I don't know if anybody here watches the show Gold Rush. If they had like Todd Hoffman or something in the hole or something, because that guy, he's so freaking hilarious. It's sad to watch at times though. Awesome critical hit. If they had something with him, I would have done it. I would watch that show just to see how bad they screw up. Awesome, we got 1,000,000 credits finally. Anthony, I had invited him. He's the, through the recruit thing. We finally hit 100K experience platooning, so we got 1,000,000 credits for that. Very nice. So request-wise, we have... next up was the Panther. I'll give you credit, Uber. You were right in that regard. I'm very cheap as well, trust me. I try to save, like I spend money on times some things I don't need, but I try to I try to stretch money as much as possible. It mainly comes down to cooking. Like I can save tons of money on cooking. You know, I can make things stretch and you don't even notice it, but I'm definitely not spotting middle. Yeah. I tend to get myself into trouble with, you know, everything has to be perfect if I do it, like, say, house-wise, so then I tend not to save money and be cheap there. Sure, Abdul. That works. Like, I'll still have time. Like, once I get to the tier 10 requests, I know Anthony, Lord, he drowned himself. Um, um, Anthony doesn't have up to tier 10 unless he plays the 1390 in pure tier 10 matches, but um, yeah, I can throw in, you know, those two tanks, then get to the tier 10s at the end, because I can go a pinch over streaming time tonight if I need to, since even though I'm working tomorrow, I don't have to be in at 6, it won't be till 8. And tomorrow mainly I'm unhooking equipment, moving equipment around, you know, washing everything, wrapping everything up so it doesn't get dirty over the winter. I do get this map way too often, John. You are correct. If you guys would be ever so kind to message Wargaming and send them massive amount of emails saying, you know, give Cody Lakeville less, I'd appreciate it. Don't think I have the gun to press. Maybe I do. There is an SPG, but I'm gonna risk it to get the Borsig out. Exactly, Jack. I try to follow that. I just sometimes it doesn't always work out for me. Help! Help! Oh Lord, I'm preemptively shit, never mind. He gets M44 ammo rack to IS-6. I would venture to guess that was a heat round through the roof. I don't think his HE could pen him like that. That was magnificent. I'm not even trying to cap here. It's just I'm trying to motivate the enemy to push into us because we have quite a few tanks here. It's just I do need to figure out how I'm gonna help out the center here. I just don't have a good shot. And this KV5 being over here is a problem, but I'll try to help out this IS-2. Never mind, a Tiger 1, awesome, dude. He just... I've had some very good teammates tonight. I'll give them credit. You know, we had a couple stinkers in here, but I've gotten pretty damn lucky. Alright, now I'm confident to go in front of the KB5. Because I can take, you know, several shots from him, but his DPM is high enough to where I wasn't going to push out until I had, you know, enough help to where I didn't lose all my HP. Pretty good quick match here. Team-wise, I didn't do too much, but facing off against higher tiers and brawls, the Panther not its strong suit. Well, Lakeville, surprisingly enough, they have been there have been super test changes to Lakeville that they've been testing for at this point it feels like a year to me. Essentially what they were trying to do, ooh, awesome shot. was mirror it a little bit better. So essentially, the South has, with this church, you know, angling down like that, they were going to straighten that out and essentially get rid of the shots from the end of the center road a little bit more. The last rework I saw, and I think they were also changing the valley up a little bit more, making it a little bit wider, a little bit more traversable, and the middle road, I believe, making that a pinch wider and a little bit more survivable. So that I saw that a while ago. So if we haven't seen it by now, it means it didn't work out for some reason. But they were reworking it. It's just, who knows? It might have been something where, since essentially the map team last year during that Rubicon patch, the map team essentially, they didn't get fired, but the person in charge of it got reassigned. And that was one of the major things. They brought back the person that, came up with the maps for the first, I think, 2 years of World of Tanks, when we actually got a patch. You know, the patches were sooner, they're about once a month and a half. And each patch we actually got a map for a pretty good stretch. That person's back in charge. So they might have just scrapped everything. Yeah. Yeah, I'll try to get to the FV304, John. Alright, I'm going to start with AP. We'll say that one negative of this is it feels, if you compare it to the 1390, granted it is a tier lower, or the 75, it is a pinch more sluggish and less mobility. But the gun on this feels like a machine gun. But essentially the Lakeville rework, it looked good, from my perspective, but I'm not a super tester, nor could I disclose that I'm a super tester, but there's no North American super testers. I did not want to get stuck out here. Okay. Better to take it a little bit slow and get yourself out of trouble. Just want to try to spot up here. We have a lot of people on this side, so I want to try to give them, a good look at what's coming towards them. I'm not sure that I can pen him. I don't know why I took that shot of all things. But I'm crossing my fingers. Like, I think the next patch is going to be the German. We're going to see some mouse prototype tanks, so a German mini branch. We're going to see a British rework as far as the turrets on the Conqueror, Cairnavon, and possibly a mini Chieftain branch. But I think we might see, some good rebalancing. Not in, this patch coming Tuesday, but the one after that. It's never definite, but I have a good feeling about it. I don't think I have enough pen to go through. Maybe I do. Got to be a little bit concerned about the ammunition on this. I can't pen him in the front. RU-251, please don't be here still. Very nice. Let's peek up here. Get to where I can be supported. Don't want to sit on that other side. Come on, Borsig, pop. Or not. Let's say pop back out, Borsig. Shit, this 1390 is hoofing it in here. I will give the 1390 that. So he'd be able to finish. Bulldog, you just ran away from 1390. And you're just running back in for what? Like... That, like, made no sense there. Shit. Now that he missed a shot, though, the Bulldog's coming up. He just have to be a little bit concerned. We lost the other flank. Where's he going? I don't think he's gonna push up. Freaking Skoda. I hate Skodas. Like, really? How the hell could he spot me? I guess maybe the 1390 spotted me there behind a bush, but there's no way he could have spotted me, and yeah, I couldn't see him. It must have been, because I don't have 6th sense on this crew. That's what I get for, you know, trying to take a risk there. Yeah, the Chieftain mini branch, if it does come out, or whenever it does, like they don't want to leak stuff anymore wargaming, because people get a little bit too hung up on previews and leaks. It's essentially, I believe, going to be tier 8 through tier 10, so it's not going to be that many tanks. KV-1S or T-150? Let me look at the tech tree, since he gets died here. I just get a little bit confused at times between Sirius and KV-1S or T-150. I would say for the full line, I would say the KV-1S line, full line. You know, this line's not bad at all. It's just KV-3 is not great on upgraded, and KV-4 has a very long grind as well. But they're both good tanks once fully upgraded. But I like this line, IS-7 line, better. Yeah. I kind of saw that guy, but I was trying not to get too worked up on him. Alright, so the Tiger 2, next request. The T-150 I have, but I don't have equipment or anything on it yet, Abdul. So I'll hop into the Tiger 2 for you. I'm just trying to save money for these Swedish tanks here, since I'm going to need another 2 million, I think, before Tuesday. But like Uber said, I was going to get to that. Do both of them, honestly. I would go IS-7 first if you had to pick one, but both lines are very good. Yeah, you know, they're good. You can't beat high alpha, and most of them are pretty mobile or have armor on them. So, but to me, the more complete line is the IS-7 line. I always struggle drinking out of this thing. So I don't know if he'd want to always be in a tier 10 match. Usually I go, you know, 1 to 3 line, but I think my team's going to need help in town. Yeah, it does help the like part of the reason I want to go down to French heavy line is they share modules, but you always got to keep that in account too. One website, I think it's WoT DB, so World of Tanks. I think it's dash DB. I forget what's after that, like .net or something, but they have a pretty good interactive tech tree to let you know how much experience and whatnot it is to grind out a line, and whether modules work between lines and stuff like that. Yeah, Jack. It's like I posted up, the schedule here in the video description, and everywhere else you'll find my schedule um, up until the day after Christmas. But I'm basically for the winter. I think I'm going to settle on having the very early streams. Anything from 8 a.m. to about noon my time, maybe 1 p.m. I'm going to tweak it a little bit after Christmas ends, but I'm gonna go with that, and then also late streams. I missed that IS6, anywhere from 6 p.m. to about 11 p.m. I'm thinking. Oh Lord, I'm just angled right here, but with both myself and that 58. I'm gonna have to stick angled this way, so if they hit me on the side or my lower plate, I'm in trouble. Luckily I didn't poke out enough. I'm tempted to use my repair kit because I would have been able to get a free shot on that IS6, but that worked out in my favor as well. Sure, I'll gladly platoon with you, Uber. That day I should have, unless my shipping is incorrect, I should have my ugly Christmas sweater, so I hope you guys are going to like that. Like I said, it's going to be very SERP-esque. I'm pretty sure if SERP sees my stream, he will throw a ban down on me. Hello, Quang Min, I think, or Wan Ming. I forget how Q's work. Nice to see you, though. I am not good in pronouncing things, so I apologize for botching your name. The KV4, I've wanted to get the tank back. It's mainly, coming down to me not having enough credits for everything. Stay away, I wanna farm more credits, or more damage, I should say. I appreciate the help, though. I'm just kind of having like a little merry-go-round here. Okay, now I need a little bit of help with this Conqueror. Borsig's gonna hurt like hell. No, he tracked me. You're not supposed to do that. Alright, my best bet, Conqueror. That way we definitely get him out there. No, don't flank me. That's not cool. But yeah, fully upgrade it. Like I said, that line, the only reason I would recommend the IS-7 over it is the KV-3 and KV-4 grinds starting out are harder than the IS-4s, or the IS-7 lines of those tiers, the IS and the IS-3. But both tanks fully upgraded are pretty good in their, own way. But, both Russian heavy lines are good, so... Pretty nice match here, though. I didn't even see how well I did, honestly. If I can even... There we go. 3,500 ain't bad for Tiger 2 brawling. Like, I knew I wasn't going to play that tank to its strengths, which is mid-range fighting. Has decent gun depression and really, has a good, solid gun. But it's not exactly the best tank for brawling. But I'm surprised I did that well. Being in a tier 9 match and brawling like that. Don't beg for Top Gun. Especially when you're that far away. Alright, so... I got a mark on this. Awesome. Yeah, decent master, 3,500 damage. Pretty good amount of credits there too. So requests. It was the T110E4, I believe, and also it was your requests, Uber. Just jog my memory. I have them kind of written down here. I just want to make sure I get them right. I'm pretty sure you requested the E4 and also the 215B Heavy, if I'm correct. I would rather take the IS, I would say. But that's just me. I like slightly more, for mid-tiers, a little bit more mobility with a little bit of trade-off in armor. But as far as requests, I'll play up the tier 10 now. The FV 304 too. I'll get to that, John. Begging? Was I begging? Okay, yeah, the FV215B. Alright, see, after this I'll do, depending on how it goes, if we both die early on, since it is Tundra, I'll hop into the FV304 next, then the 215B. Yeah, I have not, that is true, I haven't played that. Yeah, I played a much more watered down version. Alright, who's all going there? I'm just seeing if I can go to the 3 line instead of... I'm kind of liking my chances. Yeah, I'll try to get back to the T-54E1. Awesome. I like getting early damage in. I'm like addicted to it. They sent a lot of their mediums over this way. I'm a little bit scared. Holy shit, how did that even miss? I wouldn't even blame that on like lag or me shooting too early from my aiming circle, but holy crap. There we go. I got hit by, yep, there's a second arty. I was about to say I didn't want to sit on this corner because of SVGs, but I thought that was worth the risk to help that guy out. We have an LTTB trying to slip through. Oh, I missed him. We need some help over here, Hill. Shit. I guess I got ammo rack that dude. We're just, oh, we're all kinds of messed up. I want to help you, Patriot, but I'm definitely not confident with my shots over there. I don't know what buildings I can shoot through or not. We didn't leave the west open. They played that frickin' damn well, I would say. I'm just trying to get up so I can stay alive here. I felt bad. I kind of ditched them a little bit, but you know, I didn't want to end up like the Jagdpanzer. That was a bad shot. The Jagdpanzer E100. They need to get their butt off the hill and come back to base or work towards the center of the map. I've rushed that. God damn it. I'm just rushing a couple of these shots here. I shouldn't be either. Trying to help you, Conqueror. Even if I take a shot here, I shouldn't. So there's this 62A. Fortunately, firing APCR on me. He's not trying to get me with heat. I do not have the T-25 too, unfortunately. Just trying to look him off a little bit. That's not good. They still have a crap load of arty, which is why I'm hesitant here to back up, because I can get flanked as well. There we go. That helps me a little bit with arty cover, honestly. This is STB-1. Don't want to get hit by arty mainly. I'd rather get hit by one of their regular tanks. It's just our hill shouldn't have pushed into that corner. Shit, and he just got hit by arty. I need help by the C-75. Is the E-75 even playing? Yeah, he's playing. Okay, he's gonna assume I'm coming up behind him. So I think the 62A will much rather... granted, maybe I am wrong. I should have came up behind him. Just very wary of SPGs right now. Shit, there's this little bugger. Yep. Need to get over to arty cover. It's just... Oh, I wish the hill would have turned back when they had a chance. Because they literally pushed right into their hand. Alright, the WZ should be fine there, getting the T-54 out. I'm going to see if I can get a shot into our cap. Yeah, the longer you wait, dude, the worse off. Shit. Oh lord, that was bad. That was really bad. Why did I... Oh, and I got ammo racked. Okay, this is not good. Like, what is that 120 doing? I'm gonna die here either way. I think my best chance is trying to reset the cap, which... Shit. Now I got myself into like a Mexican standoff and I'm dead. Or whatever. It's just the E4. I wish I was in the E5, but... I was banking on that WZ-120 killing that guy quick, and that's why I pushed that hard into cap, knowing I'd, be up against two tanks, but I don't know what took him too long, or that long. Oh well. He's going to be dying soon, so next up was I'll do the 215B. I'll be able to get to the FV 304 as well. But that's a tough loss for me to... I made quite a few mistakes there, but not to blame it on the hill, but they pushed all up into the frickin' corner to try to kill that Conway and just got annihilated because they were just pre-aimed on it. You know, it just didn't make sense. That wasn't your fault. It's just I've had good teams tonight, so I'm not going to dwell on those mistakes there. So I'll be able to do the FV304 after this. I'll try to get to the T54E1 Abdul. If not, I'll definitely play it next stream for you. Trust me, it has nothing to do with you guys. It's not I ask every single time. Everyone always thinks it's like suicide scouting or something. It's just doing a little loop here so your view range covers right about there. You light up a ton of their tanks for us. And of course, impenetrable tank is there. That's not good. Alright, I need to conserve ammo now. The 263 is like, yep, you only got 2 already, and I hope they don't shoot me. That's one tank where, that thing, if SPGs were ever removed for whatever reason, not that Wargaming is ever going to do that, that thing would be, not to say overpowered, but it's got awesome frontal armor. Ooh, that hurt. I guess I was spotted by that RU. I thought I had 6th sense on this, but nope. That was my bad there. Holy shit. How the hell did... Now that shot was freaking luck. I was definitely not spotted there, and I changed my path enough to where... That kind of pisses me off a little bit, honestly. But... can't do anything about it. That was my fault for trying to take a pot shot at the RU. I wish I could get shots like that on my T92 though. Whenever I play that thing and I, try to take those borderline iffy shots, they never frickin' work out for me. Just having low HP now. Gotta approach this a little bit differently here, but they do have the 140 in base, 263s in base, so I will push up to at least help my E5. It's like we have almost all of our people sitting here, but they're pretty hard into cover. So if our arty would push up eventually, if we get the hill, they get a lot better shots. But our arty's probably just gonna sit there and try to just force it. See you, Jack. Thanks for watching. I would take a T92 request Cuppa, but I'm gonna do the FV304 after this, and that'll probably be my last match. Next stream, no, I'll gladly play it. It'll be Tuesday, not tomorrow. I was glad I discussed it with Ryan. The schedule for the stream I could get up, up until the day after Christmas. I have up in the video description. Come on, SPGs. It's like it doesn't... I guess it does take a little bit more brain power than most players you find. In SPGs, I find they don't know that they can move. For such a good gun, I've missed a couple shots here. Oh shit, I am spotted and Artie and them, yeah. Another little, that was my mistake again. Didn't see he was just on the edge of my thing. That's the one thing the 215B doesn't have. It does not have very good camo. Not that heavies in general have good camo, but at least some of them, you can get away with, being at max view range, especially against a T-32. That doesn't have the best view range in the world. But, yeah, that was sucky. If I was just, back 10, 15 meters, I would have been better off. Yeah, I used to play the T-92 a lot more. It's just, already in general right now, they need to buff it, or not buff it, but rework it. Ever since I played it on the sandbox, like they did need to definitely tone down that whole stun effect they have. More or less already, like I played a shit ton of it back when I did clan wars and stuff before they nerfed it into the ground. More or less, they made it, it's so inaccurate now, and it punishes you sometimes for actually taking the time to aim a shot, because it's so RNG dependent. They need to basically tweak it to be a support class like it should be, and less of a damage dealer. That way it can be more accurate, have the larger splash radius like it had on the sandbox, and you don't get one shots from them. But are they ever going to do that? I hope. It's just after playing that and having already basically reward thinking, since you could do more consistent damage, but less in huge spurts in one shots essentially. I haven't had any real interest in playing Artie on a regular basis on the live server because it's just a huge, massive step back. So yeah, I know the population's pretty low at that time of the day, and there's a lot of different ethnicities on that time of day, from people not on the North American server playing on it, or not in North America playing on the server. But it'll be fun. More or less, I'm trying to keep early and late, because I find midday, between people working, it kind of messes my day up a little bit too, having to plan around something midday. That's why I'm testing out the 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. stream this week, and also 12 to 3. I'm doing that too. But I'm seeing which ones click the best here up until Christmas essentially. And then we have the 6 to 8 p.m. and the 8 to 11 p.m. and 10 p.m. to midnight streams too. So I'm going to see which ones work out best for everybody. I'm definitely not going to be streaming at midnight though on a regular basis. 11 p.m. is probably my latest I want to do. Well, the Arties weren't balanced like the FV304. Like, I think it's a step in the right direction, making them more like it. But essentially, what was they were testing on Sandbox is larger splash radiuses for everything, boosting accuracy a pinch on the top tiers, reducing damage per shot by essentially, I would say, almost half on some of them, reducing penetration on HE rounds significantly, so they can't pen heavy tank, medium tank, TD roofs, but they have a chance for light tanks, and very poorly armored TDs. But they became more of a support class, and with the stun thing, which I think is interesting, but it was definitely too much of a penalty and too long. It made it to where you would damage people, and it was annoying enough to where you're not going to lose like half your HP like I did in those two T92 shots. I got 1k damage and 800 while moving. more or less they made it to where those shots would be like, I would say 200, 250 damage at most shots from those T-92s in this situation I was just in. And they would have stunned me where it would probably track me, and it reduces, it's like your crew gets knocked out for 10 seconds or so, but they're not actually knocked out, they're just stunned. I think that needs to be reduced, but the damage was annoying enough to where that would have kept me moving in the FV right now, but it wouldn't have knocked me out of the battle, if that makes any sense. But essentially Artie was being a support class that could still do damage over time, but not completely ruin some days in someone's match in just one lucky shot. So I get what you mean there, Uber. Yes, John. That more or less, that's tied with light tanks. What they want to do, they're working on tier 10 light tanks for all the nations, and when they are ready to come out, essentially all tanks are gonna get, well, premiums. Some are still. Looks like he got light just barely from that guy, or even that M46. But essentially that's tied with the light tank rework that they're planning. All right, so my last request here will be the FV 304. I hear you left. Here we go. Hopping in one more here. But essentially what they're doing there is stretching light tanks up to tier 10. All tanks are going to get plus or minus 2 matchmaking outside of some premiums that have preferential. Light tanks are going to get, say the top tiers, like 8 to 10. They're going to have anywhere, the last that they were testing, like 440 to 460 view range, stuff like that. So the maximum view range for spotting isn't going to change, but it'll help with reducing camouflage tanks. And then they were going to nerf even medium tanks view range a little bit, keeping them under 400. Heavy tanks and TDs were going to be at the low 300s. That way, light tanks are more useful. You need them to spot. Medium tanks can do it, but they're not going to outspot light tanks. Essentially, they're going to make the game, light tanks are going to be more important. It's not going to ruin the other classes, but it'll force them a little bit more into their roles rather than, light tanks being shafted across the board for a lot of things. The main thing I have against this tank here, the game is sped up a little bit since it was first introduced. So hitting tanks that aren't like in long drawn out fights, kind of brawling, is a bit of a challenge, and matches can go very quickly either way, and sometimes you can't influence the first few minutes of a fight in this. See ya, Dana, thanks for watching. Thank you again. Hopefully I'll see you one of these streams coming up. Yeah, I need to get a little bit further there. Let's annoy this T-44 a little bit. If I can aim in all the way. Close enough, I hope. See ya, Uber. Alright. Tempted to shoot right on him, but... Yep, I knew he was going to pull back. Oh, just my luck. But yeah, like the shell time's always been a bit long in this, but... I've kind of grown to not like it as much as I did initially. The shell path it is. I'll try to hit this guy if he can stay there for me. Nope. Somebody else got him. I'll take that though. If we can get the town here rolling, that would be great for us. That's why I'm trying to get a couple shots there. It's just the field here is kind of lost already. Like I'm going to be bailing out here after this shot. Ooh, that was a good shot for an IS-3. I must have hit him right on the roof. Yeah, it's time for me to move. No problem, Jack. And next time you guys will see me, I'll probably have a extremely fashionable sweater on for Christmas. Hopefully you guys will like it. You know, unless UPS decides to screw my package ship date up a little bit, which, you know, not out of the question. Yeah, I was like, why can't I hit him? And then I remembered, oh, this tank does not have does not have the range on it like that. I do hope that when they redo Artie around, that they tweak the maximum firing range on a lot of them. Like, I feel even tier 10 shouldn't be able to cross the entire map. They should make Artie, you know, move around a little bit more than they have to already. Shit. Yeah, I'm not even gonna have a chance there. I hadn't even taken into account the, you know, the position of my tank there. He should... nope, I thought that guy was going to stop there. Awesome. If he doesn't have a repair kit, that would be extremely nice. I'm just going to cap here. I'm not going to bother getting off because who knows if I'm going to keep getting shots here in this thing. But yeah, this was my last match. Thanks for watching, guys. It's a pretty fun stream here. Unlike my first battle of today when I wasn't streaming, I didn't get team killed, so that's a plus. Decent match I would take for a FV304. You know, definitely better than most of my Artie matches. But yeah, anyway, thanks again for watching, guys. Nice chatting with a lot of you. Like I said, my new stream schedule, it's up in the video description here below the video here. You can also find it for the Facebook on the Facebook page for WoT Guru. Also on my website wotguru.com, of course, on the home page and the left menu there. So yeah, I'll see you guys Tuesday coming up. It'll be very early in the morning. No, it doesn't work for everybody here, but Wednesday streams a little bit later on, and then next weekend, of course, I'm streaming it at night again. But yeah, again, thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, pretty fun matches here, and thanks for Anthony for platooning. Hopefully I'll be able to platoon with Toma. He had asked, but I couldn't find his name there earlier. So yeah, I'll see you guys around. Have a good night here. See ya.